Hello, it's Diane, and I have a haul to show you. As you can see, there's lots of fabric here. These are all sheets and pillowcases, and this is just a part of them. I got a really big stash of sheets and pillowcases today from the man in the blue van, and he gave me a really good deal on these plus other items that I had picked up. I'm just going to go through and show you what I got at the flea market, and I'm not going to talk about prices because I don't remember what went with what. As you know, they do most of the time. As I've said before, I just gather stuff from one vendor and then they give me a price for all of it. And I have already washed the sheets and pillowcases because I went to the flea market this morning early with my grandson, and I've had the boys here all day, and so I waited until their mother came to get them, and it's 5:30 in the afternoon now. They spent the night with me, so I didn't want to do the video while they were here. If you saw a video earlier with them, they were helping me count buttons, so they did a good job with that. Anyway, I did wash the sheets and pillowcases while they were here, so I'm just going to show you some real quick. These will be cut up into bundles in my shop. So there will be different kinds of bundles since I have so many. I still have the Joan Walsh England printed ones that I got and some other ones from the same man last week. So I'll be going through them when I have a chance. I want to put this video up today, but I also want to say that I won't be taking any orders for any of this stuff today. I will prep things and get them listed in my shop, and I will do a video when they are ready in my shop, and that goes for the sheets and pillowcases and all the other things that I have. I spent a lot of time trying to communicate with people who wanted the things from the last sale, which was fine. I love, and I've got lots of orders I'm packing and getting ready to send out, and it's awesome. I have confidence when I pick up things at the flea markets that people are going to want them, and I so appreciate it. But it just takes so much time away from my crafting that I want to do. So all I'm going to say is I will get these in the shop. I will get them prepped and in the shop and do a video when they're ready, and then you will know you can go and get them. Okay? So let me show you what you have to look forward to. I got some funky sheets this time, a few. This is a pillowcase, and there's the sheet that goes with it. So these are really great, groovy, funky patterns. Oh, this is the same pattern. It's just a different color. So there's yellow. I don't remember if I have a sheet of these, but I have the pillowcases. So I got yellow and pink, and I also got some solid orange ones, which will go really nicely with these. And the rest are a little more traditional or shabby chic. So this one is blue roses, very pretty and shabby looking, and there's a sheet that goes with it. This one is really cute. I picked it up for the stripes. I thought I had a striped sheet too, but I don't know if I ended up getting the striped sheet. He had more. I could have just taken the whole container. He might not have even charged me anymore for it. But they're striped on the back of the pillowcase, and I did not even realize that there were geese embroidered on these pillowcases, so that was a bonus. Here's another pillowcase with some roses, really pretty. More roses. This is like the one I just showed you. I love this one. It has a kind of a off-white, and it's a large pillowcase. It must be for a jumbo pillow or something, but isn't that pretty? My battery light is flashing. I hope I can get through at least some of this. Maybe you don't want to see all of the sheets and pillowcases. I picked this up because I loved the color of the pink. It's just a solid, but I love that color pink. This one is really pretty. And I think I only got one pillowcase of that. I think I showed you this one already. This one's pretty. And I got 2 pillowcases of that. This one is pretty. I think this is the sheet that goes with it. I love this one. I don't know if I'm showing them to you very well. It's kind of hard with them stacked right up here next to my camera. I did show you this one already. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? This one is a plain ecru color, but it's got this huge eyelet ruffle. And I think I only have one pillowcase, but I have a sheet that goes with it. There's that one again. And this one again, another pillowcase, and this one. So you've seen all of those. Sheets. This is just a white sheet, but really nice quality. It needs to be ironed, so this must have been before perma-pressed or percale or whatever. But this is the top of the sheet, and it's a very big sheet. But isn't that gorgeous? I love this. And here's another funky, groovy one that would go well with the orange pillowcases. Here's yellow roses. And we saw this one in a pillowcase. There's the one with the eyelet. We saw sheets and pillowcases of this one already. We saw this one. We didn't see this one. It's polka dots. This is the border of it. And there are little scattered flowers. This one looks like it's got cross stitch, but it's printed on there, and it's got this ruffle at the top. So those cross stitch flowers are all throughout the sheet. And this one feels heavy. Like it's a heavier cotton fabric, but it's really pretty. The yellow roses and the blue roses we already saw. I've been tossing them on a pile on the floor, and the pile is toppling. I also got this applique tablecloth. It is not hand done. It's round tablecloth, but it's really lovely. So I'm not sure what I'll do with it yet. It might make really good journal covers. I'm sure I will take some of the pieces too and put them in my shop. I picked this little apron up so I could cut the images off for Christmas journals. And then I don't remember picking this up. I think it was just stuck between a couple of the sheets when I picked them up, but I think it's a tablecloth, just a small cloth for a table, and it's got embroidery on it. It's not hand done, but it's quite pretty, and there is a burn hole in it. So I'll be cutting that up. And that was all from the one seller, I believe, that man, and I also got some other things from him. So these are just for some vintage fabrics that I got, also at a really good price, along with something else that I'll show you. So I'm not sure how much of this there is, but it's a pretty fabric. And this is, I think it's a towel or something, but it's holly, so I'll be cutting that up and using it in journals. Pieces of this might show up in Christmas journal kits also. And this is really pretty. It's a dresser scarf with carousel horses embroidered on it, plus all these little blue flowers and the lace. It's got a carousel horse on each end. It is stained, so it's fine to cut it up. This is another piece of vintage fabric. Isn't that pretty? And the butterflies. And ships at sea. I thought this was interesting. I got 2 small pieces of this. This will probably just go in my shop because I don't really have any call for making journals out of that. This bag of fabric I got from a lady. I haven't gone through it. So there's some pink hearts. This is pretty, the gingham with little flowers. Pink polka dots. What is this? Looks like a panel to make a wall hanging or a baby quilt. So it's got all these squares. It says toy. I love these. They go all the way around, toys. So it's got teddy bear, bunny, duck, little panda, tricycle. It's cute. A couple of teddy bears, some blocks. Oh, I wonder what's on the back of it. Oh, it's all one piece. Okay, then we have jungle animals for a baby quilt. This is adorable. The monkey, tiger, elephant, giraffe, lion, hippo. It's adorable. I love that. It's not a very big piece of it. Pink stripy floral. More of that pink polka dot. Pink bows. Another of those panels. This looks like Mary Engelbreit. It is. And it looks like a big piece too. Oh boy. It's a lot of Mary Engelbreit fabric here. Let's see what it is. It's got this really nice border. And I love the checks. And then there are different panels. Sweet Home. Tea Party. Daydreams. Sunny Days. So there'll be a lot of panels I can cut off of this and put in the shop. There's this piece of floral. Oh, this looks like a pillowcase. A pillowcase that was cut in half. Somebody already cut that one. There's another of those panels. This one's inside out. It doesn't look as vibrant. Some blue hearts. Some blue swirls. So we had baby girl fabrics. Now it looks like baby boy fabrics. Blue gingham. Small piece of this. Some purple. Some green. These are small pieces. Oh, this one's pretty. I like that. Polka dots, blue gingham, blue and yellow flowers, green butterflies, and some more of this blue. There's quite a bit of fabric in that bag. I think that's it for the fabrics and pillowcases and stuff, but oh, here's a couple little pieces of fabric. Just some squares, big squares. This is velvet, Veltex. It's not real velvet, but it's made for floral crafts. It's kind of stiff. It's not a real soft velvet for clothing, but it's black, and I thought it would make nice, what am I trying to say? Embellishments. Anyway, it'll look nice on journal pages and pockets and things. And I got this trim. It's kind of wrinkly, but it's, oh, here it is. Here's the front. I love it. This will be great in domestic arts journals. And there's enough here, I might be able to cut some of this up and share it. And this one, I don't know if I'll be sharing this. There's not a lot here. And this one, there isn't much of this one either. Isn't that neat? and this one. Now, from the lady that I got the vintage fabrics from, not that was in this bag that we went through, but the other pile. I also got this from her. It is a box of patterns, and they are vintage patterns. And I never saw the lady. She was off wandering, and the men that were at the booth with her had to take the stuff I wanted and go find her. And he came back and he said she wanted $20 for everything that I had. And the patterns were marked $1 each, and I asked how much they would take for the whole box. There's more than 20 patterns in this box. So these trims that I just showed you, and some other things that I haven't shown you yet that are really cool, and some of those fabrics, I got it all for 20. So I'm just going to show you. We won't go through all the patterns, but I'll show you some. I mean, I would love to show you all the patterns, but you might get bored. So they're from the 60s and 70s. There's a bridal one. Let me see what year this was. 1972. You know, oh my word. We had a banquet at our church every year, a senior banquet they called it. And we wore formal dresses. And I had this dress. My mother made me this dress in that color. That's so cool. So cool. There's little girl dresses. This is Aunt Martha's transfers. So I got some more vintage transfers. That's cool. Oh, I can't get to the transfer. There it is. Wow. That is neat. It's got some grease or something staining it. Or maybe it just got wet and the transfer ran. That is a good find in the middle of those patterns. A men's shirt. I haven't looked through all of these. So there might be more patterns that I had when I was younger. I did see one pattern that my mother had made a dress for herself out of, I remember. Do you want to see them all? I love that one. That one looks like the 60s. I'm going to look. 68. This is the pattern that my mother had used for herself, and it was a dress like this, but it wasn't mini. And my mother had a wonderful figure. Even with 6 kids, she could carry that off in the 70s when the peasant style was big. I love this dress. I would have wanted to wear this. This was 1975, and that was the year I graduated from high school. I would have wanted to wear that. This is more transfers, embroidery transfers from Simplicity. This looks like the 60s also. These here look like 60s. This one says 67 on it, and this one was marked $1. So several of them are marked $1. I think she was originally hoping to get $1 a pattern, which is still really good for vintage patterns of this era. Now these, I don't understand at all. These are all, they have the same envelope. Creative Patterns, they all have the same picture. And inside is just white sewing tissue. There is no instruction, there is no picture of the outfit. It says pants and tops, classic waisted dress, shirt dress, princess tops, and contrasts. So, but there's no picture and there's no instruction. So I think that's really odd. But I do like the white tissue sewing tissue because it's different. So I did show you all of the patterns, even after I said I wouldn't show you all of them. And I've got one more pile to show you. Some of this came from the lady with the patterns and fabrics, and some came from the guy with the sheets. So this was from the lady with the patterns. My battery's still going, but if it stops, you'll know why if the video cuts out. So there's some hem lace, some seam binding, twill tape. So I just got cards of all this kind of stuff in one bag, and this was part of the $20 for the patterns. So I really got a good deal here. There's some seam binding in there. And also from her, I picked up these decals. So there's fruit. I have 3 of these. A couple of these. And it says 10 cents on them. It's for walls, furniture, and accessories. Easy to apply. All you use is water. Oh, I have 3 of them and 2 of this one. I love this one. It's got kitchen-y stuff and the little Dutch children. And I have 2 with the rooster and the chicken. So they were fun. I got a set of 4 decks of cards, Norman Rockwell Seasons. Spring, fall, summer, winter. These will be in my shop eventually. I got this pad of paper with a calendar at the bottom. It's $19.95, but it will look cool in journals, and I paid $1.25 for it. I know I paid $2 for this one. Christmas book, Norman Rockwell. So it's got music featuring some of his art. It's got stories. So this will be really good to use in Christmas journals. I got some of these miniature snap cards. I think they're snap cards. Yeah, they are. I have a larger set of these, or I did. But these were just kind of scattered around in the boxes of the guy with the sheets. So this is all we got. He said there might be more, but I didn't want to root through all the boxes looking for little cards. I picked this up from a different vendor because I'm going to be doing a Bible coffee table style book, and I thought this would be really nice to add to it. The Life of Christ Visualized, and there are 3 books inside. So it's almost set up like a comic book, but the paper is nice, and I thought these would be really nice in a coffee table book. So there's 3. Book 1, Book 2, and Book 3. I got the Songs of Stephen Foster. Stephen Foster is famous in this area. He, I don't know where he was born, but he went to school in Tioga Point, which has been renamed Athens. So that's where I live. And the library, down where my library is I think that's the site of the school he went to. So it's got his music in here. And if you don't know who Stephen Foster is, he wrote Oh Susanna, Camptown Races. I'm trying to think of some of his other really famous songs. Camptown Races right there. And there is a town in Pennsylvania called Camptown, a little south of us. So he wrote some famous songs back in the day. I don't see any others that might. Jeannie with the light brown hair. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair. So I got that, and then I got this little Humpty Dumpty's magazine for children. It's 1956. And then this, I found the pages were just, it's a cloth book, but it was all apart, and I found the pages kind of spread apart. But I love these pictures. Cow, Daffy Down Dilly, Ride a Cock Horse, Quack Quack. This looks like it would belong in a different, this looks like it would be a nursery rhyme book, because this says farm animals. Peep peep, quack quack, oink oink. So there's Little Boy Blue, Mistress Mary, Cock-a-doodle-doo. So this is from a separate book, but I didn't see the cover of that. And this was just in one of the boxes. Just a picture of cherries. And this looks like engineer's architect's drawing or something. So these things were all part, and this magazine too, these were all part of the Sheet Guys stuff. And this is 1963 Needlework and Crafts. It is in rough shape, but there is stuff I can use out of it. This, oh, I thought that page was torn, but it's made to look like it's torn. It was printed that way. But the cover itself is in really bad shape. And the pages aren't that great. They're very dog-eared. They're folded and bent. This one is torn. But I think that's everything. That's what I got in my haul today. So, like I said, when I have time, I will get these things into my shop. I am going to, I think I mentioned in one of my other videos, I'm going to the flea markets while it's flea market season, and then when it's winter time and they're not open, I will be able to continue working on prepping things for my shop. So it's not like I go to the flea market and then that week I have everything ready. So I just hope that you'll be patient and wait for me to have a chance to get things listed, okay? Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting my shop. Like I said, I'm preparing a lot of orders to go out. I'll be going to the post office tomorrow, so if you've ordered stuff from me, I'm going to the post office tomorrow to take care of it. I'm still packing orders, and I so appreciate your support. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.